Hello everyone and welcome to another high elo game of Age of Empires. Today we find ourselves on Arabia in a match between two great players. Playing the Hindustanis in teal, we have DS's Blackito with an elo of 2164, and his opponent today is someone who I will call F.N.U, simply because I don't know this person's name. If anyone knows who this is or what the moniker here stands for, please do let me know. His elo is a tiny bit higher at 2194, and he's playing the Incas. Now, for those of you not familiar with F.N.U or what F.N.U stands for, it's essentially an acronym for First Name Unknown. For those of you like me who, during the COVID pandemic, basically survived off of Uber Eats and had delivery people who did not want to share their name with the app, they would always write F.N.U, F.N.U, First Name Unknown. So like I said, if anyone knows who this player is, please do leave a comment below and I will change the title of the video and give credit where credit is due. So let's take a look at the players playing the Hindustanis in teal. A very OP race. Some people, for example, Memb, think that the Hindustanis might be the best civ to play. They've got much cheaper villagers, stronger gunpowder and camel units, and that GHULAM can be a real pain in the ass to deal with in the later stages of the game. That being said, the Incas are no laughing matter. They have cheaper buildings. You need fewer houses because the houses give you a population room of 10 instead of 5, which means you've got a lot more money to spend on their nice units like the Kamayuk and the Slingers. Kamayuk basically a stronger ranged halberdier, and the Slingers are probably one of the best, if not the best, when used correctly, anti-infantry unit in this game. So the Incas can pack a punch, and especially when they're massed. So let's take a look at the players' bases. Red has a very nice base, big pile of gold to the north, fairly close tree lines, easy to wall this off. Rhino in a good position. On the other hand, we have Blackito, and his base is more open in the back, but again, also easy to wall off. These are great bases for both players. Now, apologies to whoever's on a smartphone. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. As you can see, the rush distance between the two bases from teal to red, from red to teal, fairly open space. This chunk of wood here and this chunk of wood here provide some good coverage, but F.N.U's base is pretty much open here at the front. So if teal can mass an army over here, for example, it might be difficult for red to deal with this army. For now, both players are the standard opening, 15 villagers apiece, each going up to about 20 before likely hitting up, going up to Feudal, gathering all the food they can, harvesting the berries. Now, for the 2 or 3 people who have watched my videos so far, you know that I love this game because of its detail. This is my favorite map, Arabia in the desert with the lemon trees. And you may ask yourself, why is it my favorite map? Because of these adorable blue butterflies. Look at this. Look at this attention to detail. It's just so pretty. So there you go. If anyone ever asks you what Isaac's favorite map in this game is, it's Arabia with the yellow, I'm assuming lemon, fruit bushes because of the nice blue butterflies. Getting back to the game, both players collecting all the necessary food. Blackito is already going up to Feudal, and the red player will be going up soon, I think, once he finishes harvesting this rhino who has less than 100 meat left on his bones. Already opting for a barracks. Like I said, cheaper buildings mean that the Incas can really pack a punch in the mid game, in my opinion. You know, when you save up an extra 4, 5, 6, 700 wood, the options are limitless. You can sell it for gold, buy food, you can build more structures, get a castle earlier. For now, teal is walling off his base, pretty much exactly where you would expect him to. Eagle Scout, let's see what he managed to see. Not much. So red is still in the dark. Teal completely in the dark, has no clue where his opponent is. beyond seeing a barracks and a mining camp. He has no clue what avenue of attack he might want to take, where the weak points are, where the strong points are. But neither does red. So both players a little bit in the dark. 45 seconds advantage to Blackito. Immediately puts down a lumber camp, a barracks, and continuing his villager production. At the same time, we have the standard 3 militia opening with the cowardly, non-cowardly lion trailing. He's going to get taken care of. His bones will litter the desert just like this elephant from previous games, I guess. Pack of zebras. Now, a little side story. Zebras are actually considered to be camouflaged. Now, you might be wondering, why the hell are they considered camouflaged when they're white and black against either a brown or a lush green, savanna or grasslands or steppes or something like this? The interesting thing about zebras is they're camouflaged by looking exactly the same as every other zebra. So, for example, if a lion attacks, he's going to have difficulty, or I guess she will have difficulty. I think the female lions do the hunting. They're going to have difficulty identifying which individual zebra they want to pick out of the herd. And then when they do, once the zebra starts stampeding away, a split second of hesitation by the lion means that they've lost the zebra that they had their eyes on. So it's an interesting form of camouflage where they camouflage in with each other as opposed to things like a butterfly that camouflages with nature. In any event, I'm going to shut up about the camouflage because we have an attempt to break into Teal's base. These militia have now been upgraded to men-at-arms. They're looking for a weak spot. They are not going to find it. House is going down. An archer coming out to deal with this. He should scare these off. Behind this, a blacksmith going down. Archers being queued and housed. Blacksmith also for Teal. And for now, he's safe. These 4 units were not able to get into his base, although red is circling. He's looking for the perfect place to go, and he sees exactly what the perimeter of Teal's base looks like. Teal is going to try to be a little annoying with this scout, but he's not going to really accomplish much. Archers are streaming to the back. They should be repositioned. There's no more units there. And now red is starting to wall off his base. The standard house and palisade. Not walling off this portion just yet. But for now, 4 archers should be more than enough to deal with 1 lonely scout cavalry. And here we go. They're attacking now from this angle. So Teal has to reposition, but 4 archers should put an end to this fairly quickly. Plus, it looks like he's building a secondary, not a wall, but a secondary funnel, so that if red does get in through here, he'll have to go through the town center, which will be garrisoned with villagers, and probably lose half this army trying to get into Teal's base. So, good defense here by Blackito. And yeah, he's creating a funnel. So he does not want to spend too much energy defending this. He needs another house. I guess he doesn't need another house. He has almost 30 supply available. But let's see how he defends against these archers, because these are going to be a bit more annoying ranged units. Oh, destroys his own palisade. He wants out. Now it makes sense why he's building a funnel, because he wants to go out. He wants to harass, or at least he wants more mobility on the outskirts of his own base to defend against anything red can throw at him. And red, for now, is happy to just continue building archers. He's at 7, going to 9. And both players sitting at around 34 villagers. The Incas player, the red player, going up to 38, and 35 for the teal player. Another attempt to bust into here. I don't know that these attempts are meant to really accomplish too much. Oh, and here we go. He did not notice. Lucky, lucky archer. That archer could have been dead by now if Teal had garrisoned his villagers a little quicker, or at all. But like I said, I'm not too sure what this is meant to accomplish. You know, on lower elo games, when you have players that might panic or not know how to react properly, I can see the pressure here. Really scary, daunting, you freeze up, you don't know what to do. But players with above 2,000 elo, They're fairly experienced with, you know, dealing with this kind of harassment. So I'm not sure if it's meant to be annoying to distract Teal while something else goes on, while these archers continue to look at the perimeter. And let's see his vision. So Red knows everything. He sees Teal's entire base. He knows where to attack. He knows where the weak points are. Teal, on the other hand, still has no clue. Zero vision of his opponent's base. So right away, right off the bat, the Incas player is at a significant advantage. Whether he's capitalizing on it now or will in a couple of minutes, or even if at all, doesn't matter. He knows exactly where the structures are. He knows exactly where to try to break in, which immediately puts him at an advantage. For now, Lakido is picking off as many units as he can. He should not take this fight on the low ground. That being said, Red's archers are fairly damaged. One is on the brink of death. And let's see what happens here in this little micro battle. Okay, one archer goes down for Red, so not an game-ending loss or not a game-ending victory. Nope, thought better of that. Another pesky lion bites the dust. And these archers in the north, again, I don't know if he's expecting Teal to try to bust out of here in secret, or if he's just patrolling or trying to catch a villager looking for stone or not stone, lumber. But these are here. The vision for Red is fantastic. He is all over the map. He knows exactly where Teal is and where Teal is not. Teal, on the other hand, again, no clue. He's playing in the dark, so he is banking on the fact that he's going to have 14 archers and he's going to be in castle a whopping 7 seconds ahead of the Incas player. The Incan player, rather. Upgrades going down. Archery upgrades for the Red player already exist for the Teal player. So let's see if he can find any harassment himself. Now he's going to move out. He's saying, you know what? You and your 6 units here and your 3 units here can stay exactly where you are. I'm going to go see what I can find on your side of the map. That being said, there are already 6 archers waiting for him. He's got 10, one of which is, you know, less than half health, so 11 now. These gates are very weak. And he's going to hit castle right now. Immediately, the crossbow upgrade and the bodkin arrow upgrade go down. Red hitting castle again, 6 seconds behind. Same upgrades going down with the town watch. So he's going to be able to see much further than his small line of sight right now. There you go. Hit the tab button exactly at the right moment. Teal should take this battle unless he gives up the high ground. He's trying to get to the high ground. Nope. Red takes it handily. I don't know. I think Teal was on a command move. I wasn't exactly firing at his opponent's units. But maybe that's because behind this, he's going up onto his 3rd town center. Plop down a 2nd one here. Very smart town center. Protects against any kind of harassment. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful catch. Oh, this is unfortunate. Look at that. He is literally, it's like those signs that say do not step on the grass and you put a pinky toe on the grass. He is literally a centimeter away. 1 footstep away from the range of this town center, which is very unfortunate. Other than that, it's a perfectly placed town center, because otherwise, you know, crossbows can stand here, and just harass the hell out of Teal's units. Crossbows making sure that this clump of trees does not get cut down, and crossbows in the front of the base. So, Red is swarming Teal. Teal has no map presence. He is under attack here by 1 crossbow, here by a few other units. And like I said, I'm not sure that these maneuvers are meant to be really game-ending or distractions. I think they're mostly setting up for the mid to late game. Probably setting up openings, trying to limit the amount of resources that Teal can take. That being said, Teal is 3 villagers ahead. On the other hand, if we take a look at the army supplies, they're 24 to 3. So 3 skirmishers with a 4th on the way are not going to stop this army unless he picks off individual units like here and here. That being said, he's getting gangbanged here by a crossbow to the right, crossbows to the bottom, crossbows here, not really doing much, just letting their friends take all the damage while they just stand and eat some popcorn. But he's up to 57 villagers. He's 58 villagers. He's ahead significantly in the villager count, but now red is in his base. So he managed to find a gap in the structures. Teal is not reacting. Unfortunately, loses a villager. Red has killed 5 of Teal's villagers. Teal has done 0 harassment. He's managed to kill 14 military units, but not a single villager. He is, however, 10 villagers ahead. So not sure if he cares too much about that. Defensive castle going down. I would have maybe liked to see it here on the high ground, just to get that extra 25% damage bonus. This castle has to go down, right? Yeah, it's going to go up. Rather, not down. And now these crossbows, 1 down, 2 down. Is he going to notice? 3 down. He did not notice. So reaction time a little bit slow, but 3 crossbows when you're 11 supply ahead is not the end of the world. These crossbows are going to get shoot away by these skirmishers, which are now elite. So they're going to have a fun time wrecking these crossbowmen very easily. This is annoying. This wood line, he plunked this town center here thinking this wood line would be safe, and now it's anything but. Okay, gets 1 crossbow. For some reason, he's attacking the man-at-arms. And now we've got 2 Mangonels trying to bust down the front of Teal's base. How will Teal respond? He builds his first GHULAM. So these guys are quick. I don't know if they're particularly anything special against the Mangonel, but they can wreck these crossbows if they get up close and personal. We'll see if he does, if he masses more. For now, he's happy to sit on 5. And like the crossbows of red, they're just happy to stand and watch for now. And here he comes. Multiple attack angles. Behind this, he's got 3 town centers himself. Up to 66 villagers. Double the army supply of Teal. Structures are falling, collapsing left, right, and center. Will this town center survive? I mean... Oh! I love to see slingers. Like I said, if microed properly, this is one of, if not the best anti-infantry units in the game. And here come the GHULAMs. Where exactly are they going? Oh, they took a cannon mangonel shot to the face. That's unfortunate. Like I said, nothing special against the Mangonel, so he's not even going to take that one out. Ooh. Teal should not have gone up against this force. I don't know if he saw how many units Red had here or not, but he basically went in with 1/3 of the army count, and is it any shock that his entire army got wiped out with minimal losses to Red? Red has now killed 39 units to Teal's 27, 9 villagers down. Teal has yet to kill a single villager. Like I said, let's zoom out a bit. He has 0 map presence. He does not know if there's a threat to the north. He does not know if there's a threat to the south. So he is essentially just building GHULAMs and elite skirmishers, hoping that this army knocking on his front gate is the only army. For now, he's right. So, you know, joke's on me. Farms getting taken out. Not exactly the best use of these units, but not a lot of openings here for Teal. You do want to get into your opponent's base, but if you don't know what your opponent has, you don't know if this is a trap or not. So you might get in here with a Mangonel and a couple of crossbows and then realize that, wait a second, this is actually a trap and I'm going to lose this entire army. That being said, Red is now knocking here. He knows of the castle from its previous fight with those crossbows that weren't microed and died. So he knows it's there. And he's happy to take a step back. He's got 9 on stone, which tells me he's planning to plunk down his own castle. We'll see whether it's a castle here in the front to contest this one, or if it's a castle on the side. For now, the GHULAMs are coming in. Great split micro. Oh, he took another Mangonel shot right to the face. 0 attack upgrades, 2 defensive upgrades. But like I said, even the GHULAM, which is an anti-archer unit, can't really do much against 12 archers and 7 slingers. I mean, this is 19 units to 1. You know, can 19 villagers take down an elephant? 19 of anything can take down 1 of anything in this game, I would imagine, unless it's maybe a Teutonic Knight or a Persian elephant. But for now, a thwarted counterattack has basically reset Teal's military count. He's frantically building more GHULAMs, elite skirmishers, a castle coming down. He's brought 19 villagers here. He wants this castle to go up, rather, before Red's castle goes up. Another attack, tries to flank. Nope, thinks better of it. Yeah. I don't like, Teal shouldn't have built this castle. I mean, they're both within range of each other, but it looks to me like this one is on the higher ground, which means that it attacks more and takes less damage. Teal is going for a bit of a counter strike here, which is exactly what you want to do with GHULAMs. They're quick and deadly. They can strike more than 1 unit at a time, I think. They go through units. Okay. For now, he's just happy to have them wait. You see, this is the problem. Oh no, he runs straight into a meat grinder here. Oh lord. You see, he does not know. He just doesn't know where Red is. Where Red knows exactly where Teal is. He knows exactly where all his structures are. So, situational advantage here for Red. First Treb comes out, gets to Imp first. I don't think Teal is interested in going to Imp. He's massing armored elephants. He wants to take this castle down. And that might be a good play. Unfortunately for him, he's not producing the army. Usually, if your opponent gets to Imperial and you want to swarm your opponent with castle units, which is possible, your units might be weaker, but the quantity can make up for the quality. You need to build. You need to produce. He's got 2 castles, and he's making 5 GHULAMs and a siege elephant, or rather an armored elephant. He's got 1 archery range, 1 barracks. So he does not have the production facilities for much. That being said, here they come. Let's see if they can get anything done. Oh, these Mangonels are going to wreck these elephants. Yeah. So he will take damage to his castle. Not much. A couple of little fires. But that was a very unfortunate attack for Teal. I don't know where he thinks he's going with this elephant, this Wadley boy. He's going straight... the pathing there was terrible. Okay, and the castle goes down. So these trebs, 3 trebs to 0, and he's looking at gold shaft mining. Okay, I think Teal thinks that he has a lot more time in this game than he actually does. I think he thinks 28 going up to 31 GHULAMs will save him, and they just might. I mean, 21. Oh, now the Kameyuks are out. I love these units. I love them. Don't ask me why. I just like the fact that they can reach, they're basically a ranged halberdier. Oh, fantastic. Micro here by Teal. He charges in. Oh no, takes a couple of Mangonel shots to the face. Half his army disappears. Oh no. Oh, that was a good idea in theory, but oh, even with amazing micro. Oh, will he resign after this? That was a disaster for Teal. Does he get a Treb? Oh, Red doesn't care. He'll gun down his own Treb. He knows he's won this game. Yeah, he knows. Look at the scores. He's all 3,500, almost 4,000. Yeah, there you go. A valiant effort by Teal at the end there. That micro was fantastic. They were bopping left, bopping right, trying to dodge as much as they could. But when you eat 4 or 5 Mangonel shots to the face like that, especially when you're only at 55 HP, it's just a disaster. And a castle here. He couldn't really flank that force. Great game by Red here. Teal, I think, needed to scout a little bit more. Needed a bit more production facilities. It looked like he was banking resources to go up to Imperial. I think he thought he might have had more time than he did until he saw the 3 trebuchets. And that kind of forced him into a kind of last-ditch charge of the Light Brigade, charge of the GHULAM Brigade effort that ended the same way as it did for the British in the Crimea a couple of 100 years ago. So overall, a very fun game. I love seeing slingers. I love seeing Kameyuks. Kamukes kind of came out at the end there, didn't really do much, but the slingers were fantastic. So if you I guess if you have any comments, let me know below. Feel free to like, subscribe, of course, and I'll see everyone in the next one.